When you hear words healthy aging, what comes to mind? Maybe you picture someone in their 70s or 80s. Maybe you think it's something you'll worry about later. I mean, sometimes I do. But what if I told you that healthy aging starts much earlier than most people realize, really? In fact, the choices you make in your favorite, 40s, 50s, 60s, or your favorite era for that matter, those can have tremendous impact on how you feel years from now. I've never had someone come into our office and tell me their dream was simply to, way less. I mean, yes, initially that's what they say, but after we start talking, they start telling me a little bit more about what that's going to look like for them, what they envision, right? So for some, it's gonna be just really want to have more energy. For others is, I can't deal with this knee pain anymore. And yet, there's always going to be that group of people who are wanting to do activities such as garden, get on the floor to play with the kids. And those are quality of life goals. Weight loss is often just the vehicle that helps people get there. With the group of patients who are there for medical reasons, it's because of that they've been told, hey, in order to get X procedure, you need to do ABC, and part of ABC is going to be being able to lose weight. One thing that we know is that it becomes increasingly important as we age, and that is maintaining muscle mass. We have to maintain the muscle, right? You have to be able to do those squats. And muscle isn't just about looking toned. It helps you to stay strong. It helps to support balance. It helps you so that you don't fall as much when you are older. It helps us to recover from illness, and it also plays an important role in metabolic health. If you've been with us for any amount of time, you know this. And that's the one reason that we've talked so much on this channel about eating enough protein and protecting muscle while losing weight. The way that we do this is that you're always going to hear me asking you, how is the food? Are you having enough protein? Did you, if not, have you measured it lately? Right? And that's just another area that's getting a lot of attention in this time. Another one is microbiome. As I talked about it in the last video, the microorganism that is living in our digestive system nowadays, we know that it does so much more than just help digest with food. Researchers are studying how the gut may influence metabolism, inflammation, immune function, and even how we regulate hunger and mood, too. And this is exciting because this area of research, not just important in the sense of what they are finding, but to remind us that there's still a lot to learn, right? Like, they just touched the surface on this. However, what hasn't changed is the importance of consistently eating a variety of nutrient-rich foods. At the office, you would have heard me say, hey, eat the rainbow, especially now in summertime. Although I will say it is July 2026 and there's this rampant parasite that you may not want to partake of. So wash your fruits and vegetables, cook them thoroughly. That means 165 degrees Fahrenheit, being measured with a food thermometer for 4 minutes. Cook it and then eat it, or get canned goods. With that being said, it's when people hear the word longevity, right? So that's another one. They often think that it means living as long as possible. I think about it in a little bit of a different way. And mind you, I do come from a healthcare background, hence nutrition. Longevity to me is not necessarily about how, the amount of life, but the quality of life. So that's called health span. Health span is the number of years you stay healthy, active, independent, and able to enjoy your life. So, example of that are going to be like being able to travel, playing with grandkids, hiking, working if that is what you're choosing to do, enjoying retirement, in which case, taking part of whatever activities you do during that time. That's a goal worth working towards, right? Enjoying that. So what's interesting is that almost everything we've talked about over the past few months points back to the same idea. And that's going to be consistency, protecting muscle, good nutrition, consistent nutrition, maintenance, less food drama, building routines, supporting your gut, and staying active. Now, I know these are not quick fixes. They are daily habits. And daily habits have a remarkable way of shaping the future. because you get used to it, right? You get, it becomes home. And so, you don't have to eat perfectly, right? Like these are, again, habits, which means that if you stick with it for a certain percentage of time, then it will work. And that means, not doing it perfectly. You just don't have to do it all at once, but every healthy choice you repeat consistently is an investment in the person you'll become. Whether your goal is maintaining your weight, protecting your health, or simply feeling your best for years to come, the journey starts with the habits that you build today. Kind of how that goes, right? So now, if you are taking a GLP medication and you're wondering how to transition from weight loss to long-term health, we'd love to help. Schedule a free GLP success and maintenance evaluation using the link below. We'll talk about where you are today, because we have to do an initial evaluation. So it'll include what we're talking about today, where you'd like to be, and how to build a nutrition plan that supports not just weight loss, but the life you want to live. Thank you.